Hello, I'm Jennifer Davenport, and in this video I'm going to show you 2 different Valentine wreaths, so stay tuned. This wreath is going to be super easy. Let me show you the supplies I got. I got this wooden heart. I am not going to keep this ribbon on it. We're going to cut that off. I got 2 grapevine heart wreaths. And then I thought I'd go not quite so red. I wanted to do a little bit of a deep cranberry with these and a lighter pink and white. And then we're going to top it off with ribbon. The first thing I want to do is I want to cut the ribbon off and the tag. And then I am going to paint this heart. And I'm going to paint it white, and then I'm going to antique it a little bit. So this is just plain acrylic white paint. And I'm only going to do the front and I'm going to do the sides. Super easy. So question, have you guys heard of Valentine's Day? It's really, really neat. Valentine's Day is when you do Valentine's Day with your girlfriends. Get together, you can wear red and pink and eat and have fun. Or the other thing you can do is maybe you could get a bunch of little girls together and celebrate a special Valentine's Day with them and let them come dressed up, tutus, whatever. Or the other thing you can do is throw a Valentine's Day party. Maybe you've got some ladies at church that really need a party. Maybe they're widows and they would love to come celebrate with you. It's just a wonderful way to celebrate the holiday without honing in on having it to have to be a romantic holiday. This doesn't have to be perfect. We are just coating it in white. And it may take 2 coats, but to speed up the process, blow dry it. Gets it done really fast, and then you can add that second coat. Okay, the second coat is on. I'm gonna set it aside and let it dry because now I'm going to work on the design I have for the heart grapevine wreaths. So for the design of what I want to do on the grapevine wreaths, I'm really just going to add some of these flowers to just right here in the center of the heart. It's gonna be super easy, a little bit of hot glue, and it'll be done. So in order to save money, I found these. They're paper flowers, but the craft store was having a sale on wedding items. So that is where I found these, and I got them for half off. And I really, really love the deep burgundy in this as well. Kind of a non-traditional Valentine, but it looks really pretty. And once we add the ribbon, it's gonna bring it all together. I'm gonna add one more little pink one down here, and then we'll be done. And I've got to share with you a trick I learned from Rebecca Robeson. I don't know if you guys follow her on YouTube. She's like the Christmas queen. Okay, you know how whenever you do a project with a hot glue gun and you get, I call them glue spider webs, but they're all over and you sit there and pick. Okay, here's what she said. Get a blow dryer, blow dry it, and it melts it away. Let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, oh my goodness, that worked. Why didn't I know that 20 years ago? That lady is so smart. Okay, I need to do the next heart. I'm setting the first heart that I completed over on the side so that I can look at it and mimic it. Now that I've got these 2 hearts finished, I'm going to go back to the large wood heart. Now what I want to do, I want to antique this just a little bit. And my very favorite paint color to antique with is called burnt umber. So I'm going to put a little on the plate and add a little bit of water, and we're just going to add it around the edges and maybe just a little on the inside. We'll see how it goes. You want to wet a paper towel a little bit. And the reason we do that, and we dip it into that burnt umber just a little bit, is because it kind of wets down the paint, and we want to start on the edges. I want them to be darker on the edges and maybe just a little lighter on the inside. But the thing is with acrylic paint, and it's watered down, don't freak out if you do a little too much. We'll just go back and wet a clean rag and get it right off. But I'm gonna start on the edges. So I'm all done. Just kind of did it darker on the edges and just a little bit in the middle. Don't stress out how you do it. It's just to add a little bit of texture and depth to this. So now I'm ready to apply the grapevine wreaths. Here's how I'm going to place them. I'm going to place them on one side of this heart, but I'm going to do one like that and one right on top of the other. I'm going to hot glue it on, and then later I'm going to add the bow over here to balance out the entire Valentine wreath. So when you place that grapevine heart on there, kind of figure out, you're not going to be able to glue the entire heart. Just figure out where it hits that wood piece, and that's where you want to add the glue. And make sure you add plenty. All right, that's dry, and now I'm ready to add that second wreath right on top of the first grapevine wreath. All right. We're done with that part of it, but I want to balance this wreath out by putting a pretty bow on it. And I chose 3 different ribbons. And let me get you to come look at it close up, and I'll tell you why I chose each one. Okay, I want to make one big bow, and I wanted each ribbon to be a different size. But the very first ribbon, you'll notice it's that cranberry color that's going to pull out the cranberry color in the paper flowers. This one pulls out the pink but has a little bit of pattern and a little bit of white, so it pulls out the white flowers. And then this little one is gold with little hearts, so I think all 3 of those together are going to look beautiful. I'm going to start with the widest ribbon first and begin making my loops. Now I'm going to do this kind of fast, but I've got a video on how I make bows, so you'll just want to click up here and that video will show you how to make a bow. The trick to making a really good bow, I say this a lot, but is really keeping your loops all the same size. Really helps to make a beautiful uniform bow. I'm not going to make the loops as big as I did the maroon one. They're going to be a little bit smaller, and keeping them centered with the bow. So again, make sure you got plenty enough tail at the bottom, and start making those loops again. Now see, even I got one too big, so take that moment to stop and get all the loops the same size. And you're pinching with your thumb and your forefinger to hold them all together. Okay, I'm done. Mainly because I ran out of ribbon, but it made enough loops, so that's good, because I didn't buy 2. All right, now it's time to add the pretty little gold thin ribbon, and we're gonna make these loops a little bit smaller than the pink ones. Okay, all done making loops. So go back to this thin gold ribbon and cut off 12 or 18 inches, doesn't matter. We're going to put that in the middle, and this is how we're gonna tie it really, really tight. The tighter, the better. So pull it really, really tight. So I'm just gonna glue this bow to the wood heart, but I really kind of want to make sure all the loops are kind of fluffed. I'm gonna fluff them again even after I glue it, but I don't want to hot glue that on there and have it stick and it's wrong. So after I do that, you're just gonna add some hot glue to the back. Make sure you add plenty. Okay, now that that's dry on there, I'm gonna turn it to me and put my glasses on, and then do just a little bit more fluffing and pull the tails downward, and then I'm going to trim them. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is utilize the holes that they had in here already, and I'm going to add ribbon to that so that I can hang this on the door. I don't want to use the cranberry ribbon because we have enough color going on, and so this is thin and perfect and will go into the holes beautifully. Okay, for the second wreath, I'm going to do a wreath that's a little bit boho, kind of natural. I'm going to start with this wooded heart, extra large, and then I found these really neat, I don't even know what to call them, kind of like a wicker and wire heart, and I've got 2 of those, and I'm going to put them on the wooded bead heart, but before I do that, I'm gonna decorate them. First thing I wanna do, I wanna go ahead and remove the ribbon they have added on here and the tag. And let me show you what I chose to embellish this heart. So again, I went in the bridal aisle. All of these were half off, which I was super excited about. But sweet little petal pink flowers, then some white ones. I'm going to pull in a little of this, I call it like baby pampas grass. And I got it in off-white and white. And then, I love a little bling, I'm gonna add a little bit of this in with it. It's gonna be super easy. I'm ready to start attaching it to this heart. You're gonna need a good pair of little wire snips, and we're gonna snip each flower and hot glue it to the heart. Now, be very careful because you can burn yourself super easy with that glue running through here. But I'm just gonna get going at it. I started with the pampas grass first because that's my taller element, and it makes it a little bit easier to start to build off of that as well, and the hot glue gun won't burn me. Okay, that's it. That took me all of 5 minutes to make this. I'm going to do the other heart, and then I'm going to attach these two hearts to the big wood bead heart. If you do a lot of crafting, I don't even know where I got this board. I've had it forever. It's just a big cutting board, but it's perfect for doing crafts on tables because, as you can tell, I got hot glue gun on it. It'll just pop off, but it'll allow you to do crafts wherever you want and not make a mess. Now I'm ready to add them to the wood bead heart, and I'm only gonna do them on one side, and I'm hoping I can get away with just hot glue gunning them to the wreath because I don't want to have to mess with wire, but I'm just really gonna put them on there a little bit at an angle, and then when I'm done, I wanna add a pretty little bow to the top, and that's it. I'm letting the glue dry onto the wreath, but I wanted to share something with you. Any of you follow me know I don't throw anything away. I'm a little bit of a hoarder, just with craft stuff though. But here's something cute. I've got a little bag, I already had it. These that you have left over, don't throw them out, because if you're giving a little Valentine gifts, you can embellish your bag and take it to another level and really impress whoever you're giving it to. I'm just gonna make a really simple bow for the top of this wreath, and the ribbon I chose is really kind of a dusty pink that matches the flowers. I attached the bow to the top. Let's see how it looks hanging up. I wanna know which Valentine wreath you like the best, so leave me that in the comment below. Easter is just around the corner. I want to share with you a few videos I've already done. Just click here, and I'll have some new Easter stuff coming out, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell because it'll tell you when I have a new video coming out. Everybody, stay safe and stay well.